Hello and welcome to this Warcraft replay. This is going to be game 5 of a best of 5. So this is going to be the last game of this series. Between the two titans, Yumiko and Tho. Yumiko spawning in as the red human player on the top left. And his opponent, Tho, is going to be spawning in as the blue orc in the bottom right. So it's tied up 2-all now. Winner gets to face off against Infi, who did win his series against Shishi. And yeah, we'll be having the grand final series between Infi and the winner of this one. So that's that. Thank God the YSL is nearly done, or at least I've nearly finished YSL. Yeah, I need to find a new tournament. I might actually go into the Zodiac Cup. Not the Zodiac Cup, it's the Zodiac Cup, and it's, I guess you could say it's the successor to Zotac. I heard, I'm pretty sure it had like a major tournament in the past couple of months, so yeah, might be going for that, but we shall see. Anyway, Blade Master first for Tho. It is going to be an Archmage first for Yumiko, pretty much standard for both players. Note that this is a recast because as I was casting, I actually ran out of hard drive space, and that was pretty foolish of me. But, you know, you can't blame me for that, can you? Like, it's 5 games, so I had to render all the first 4 games, and then like free up some space. So yeah, that's that. Blade Master first. We'll assume it's gonna be pretty standard for Tho. He's also going for a very early Voodoo Lounge, so we will be expecting a TP score being sold, and then, you know, pick up those usual items, the possible double selves, as well as maybe the Scroll of Speed. Yeah, that's gonna happen. But what is gonna go in the later stages of the game? Well, you know, the most standard is just the Bestiary Spirit Lodge. That 1-2 combo is, you know, it has a pretty good win rate. It's honestly maybe even better than any other gimmicky playstyles that orcs do have. Anyway, Yumiko, Archmage first, pretty standard as I have said. He does have the Wand of Illusion from the Tuskar camp before. Blade Master getting that 1 kill off on the Trapper. He also has a pretty good set of items as well. +6 claws, as well as the Circlet of Nobility. The Circlet probably picked up from a merchant. So yeah, I mean, the Blade Master is actually pretty spiked up right now. Archmage moving out. Maybe gonna pick up a Dust Appearance and Boots of Speed. So yeah, not sure what the Archmage is exactly doing. Maybe he's just waiting for the cooldown on the items. I'm pretty sure it's available right now. The Dust has been picked up, but I don't think he can afford the boots. No, he cannot. Okay, early expand attempt coming in from Yumiko. Will it be spotted by Tho? It will be, but what can Tho actually do? He has 1 grunt out as reinforcements. He's gonna try, oh, there is an illusion elemental, but the Blade Master killed it anyway. Unfortunately, you don't get experience from killing illusions, so that was actually pretty good by Yumiko. Hell, even forcing the Blade Master away from this mammoth kill, and it is going to be giving the Archmage the Sentry Wards. Those will most likely be used immediately just to spot that Blade Master incoming. We have a couple of grunts over here, hoping to try and delay this expand as much as possible. We do have the Sentry Wards, but the Blade Master is no longer in stealth, so it doesn't really matter too much. There goes the first peasant taken down by the Blade Master, and the Blade Master is going to get another footman kill as well, so that's going to give him level 2, and he will be getting the Critical Strike passive ability. Alright, bring in more militia for Yumiko. He is hoping to try and finish this expand as soon as possible. We are going to have a farm to try and block that Blade Master, but it is kind of risky. Blade Master can actually take it down himself, so it is going to be forced to be cancelled there instead. A lot of peasants dying by the hands of the Blade Master. This might actually go in favor of Tho if he actually picks off a lot of peasant kills, because Yumiko will have to be forced to retrain and repopulate his peasant numbers. Grunt is going to be taken down in exchange. Usually don't like that happening, since the grunts are so high health. They're actually pretty hard to kill, but if they do get killed, well, you know, I guess it's more rewarding than killing, I guess, a footman. Shadowhunter coming out as well, very early tier 2 for Tho, but that is pretty much expected. Also expect the Bestiary and possibly Spirit Lodge to come out very soon. Yeah. Archmage is in a little bit of trouble, as the Blade Master could potentially assassinate. He does have enough mana for another Windwalk, so will that be happening? I think the Archmage might be forced to TP scroll out. He did purchase a TP staff, but he is actually one, maybe two hits off from certain death. It is most likely going to have to be the TP scroll. Windwalk as well, TP scroll just in case. And yeah, that is going to be the Blade Master's time wasted a little bit. So yeah. The Archmage has actually TP'd to the, I guess, safety of his main base, so he will be able to maybe regen fairly shortly on. And of course the Blade Master can't actually fit through there, so the Archmage is safe for now. Scroll of Healing as well as the Clarity Potion has been used, as well the Arcane Vault was sped built. Alright. Tho's playing really dangerous with his Blade Master right now. He's only sitting on like below 150 health. Now he's gonna salve, and he also got his Shadowhunter nearby as well, so if he needs to, he'll put a point into the healing wave. If not, then he'll most likely go into Hex, because that's just a better opportunist ability, I guess. Bestiary Spirit Lodge has been completed. We are going to have those Raiders coming out fairly shortly, and Snares also being queued up as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, looks like the Blade Master is going to go after the farm. It is going to be... Sorry about that. It is actually midnight. It is going to be repaired by those peasants, but the peasants will be sniped off by the Shadowhunter himself. But it looks like Militia is going to be pulled off to try and counteract that attack. Now comes the Grunts, and that is going to possibly be a dead farm. Who knows? Anyway, do we have any Spirit Walkers coming out? We do. We do have a couple being queued up. Footman for a Grunt exchange right there, but it looks like another Footman is going to die, giving level 3 to the Blade Master. He will have level 2 Windwalk most likely, so that's a pretty good power spike for him. Alright, we have the Raider out. We'll be able to deal some siege damage to those farms. What would be good is Pillage, since this is most likely going to be fighting the wall itself. Pillage is being researched. Pretty good research if you don't know what it is. It's basically Grunts and Raiders can gain resources by just simply attacking enemy buildings. Pretty good. In fact, it's dirt cheap as well, and it can potentially reward you greatly. Alright, Speed Scroll is going to be used as soon as the farm has been taken down. The Blade Master is going to go straight after the Archmage. Can the Archmage actually survive? He could try and risk TP Staff to his expand, but you know, it is going to be the critical strikes coming in from the Blade Master. It's going to be the Archmage being taken down at level 2. Nice Hex right there to secure that kill. We have Demolishers out for Tho as well, so multi-prong attacks. He is going to be pressuring the expand with that siege unit. I believe we are also having additional Demolishers queued up. We have the second one over here, and lucky number 3 is being built as well. So anyway, so far I guess I mean, things are going very well for Tho, despite the armor supply being 45-46, pretty close. Uh, I mean, Yumiko's slowly losing his gain on this map. He's about to lose his expand. Once Demolisher number 3 comes up, that town hall might be destroyed. He's losing his army a little bit with the constant ensnares and hexes, picking off units one by one. He lost his archmage. That's pretty bad for him actually. Nice surround on the Shadow Hunter, however, so he will be forcing Tho to actually save that Shadow Hunter, and he did use it by utilizing the Windwalk of the Blade Master. If you don't know what that trick is, if your unit is trapped inside a surround circle, you can Windwalk and then just come out of stealth, and it will hopefully push away the surrounded unit from that surround. Of course, it doesn't work against big units, particularly the Kodo Beast, because you know it's a pretty large unit actually. Nice level 2 on the Shadow Hunter as well. It is going to save the Blade Master in the nick of time because he was very close to death. Anyway, we do have the Kodo Beast out. They will be providing the additional damage for maybe those Demolishers, if only it was actually in range of the aura, or at least 2 of them are. We're also at 1-0 in the upgrades. So yeah, Tho is actually really committed on his siege, I guess, play. He'll slowly whittle down his opponent, prevent obviously the further expanse from coming down, and of course eventually make a move on to the main base. Lots and lots of farms are being replaced. As you can see, we did kind of have 42/30. That was a heavy discrepancy in terms of supply, and of course supply available, so yeah, really needed to fix that for Yumiko. Alright, here we go with another Hex / Ensnare pickoff right here. So basically Tho can pick off 2 units at a time, but here comes a large rush of footmen and a militia. Let's see how these guys will do. The Demolishers, where are they? They are being pulled away just in case of any potential pickoffs from militia. We're gonna have a speed scroll being used right here. Oh, never mind, that is not a GG from Yumiko just yet. It looks like he will be able to maybe get surround on the Blade Master, but it is just consisting of peasants and footmen, and of course the Blade Master can always get out thanks to that Windwalk. Peasant that was devoured a little while ago will be able to devour another one. Maybe the Elementals would be a very good target. Either way, Demolishers are going to attack from the top flank. We're going to have the Mountain King as the second hero. We're also going to have a couple of Sanctums being placed down. This one a little exposed, especially against those Demolishers. It can be picked off very easily, but who knows, maybe Yumiko is going to try and prevent those Demolishers from doing much. But it looks like the Blade Master is going to rectify that himself. Spirit Walker as well as the Kodo Beast might be potentially picked off over here. This is the Windwalk attempt that I was going to talk about, but of course the Kodo Beast is a little too fat to actually be pushed away by a simple Blade Master. Alright, Kodo Beast might be focused down, but basically Yumiko's army is consisting of a lot of militia as well as a lot of footmen, so I don't know how well he can actually prolong this fight. I mean, his militia will eventually turn into peasants. We're going to have a surround attempt on the Blade Master, but he still has mana for his Windwalk, so yeah, no done deal right there. Going to have a Stormbolt on the Blade Master, and this is going to be a very good surround since no mana on that Blade Master. He's most likely dead. The Demolisher is not actually helping that much either. Invulnerability Potion on the Archmage as well, so that is probably going to be a dead Blade Master because he does not have any form of escape. But Tho is still going to be sticking in this fight. He has 3 Demolishers, he has a couple of Raiders out, as well as he's facing Peasants. That's all he's facing. Archmage is being taken out at level 3, and the Mountain King will be following as well at level 1. That does not look good for Yumiko. Level 4 on the Shadow Hunter as well, so he probably got level 2 healing wave. Still a pretty significant army for Tho, and for Yumiko's side, unfortunately, His Arcane Sanctum has not been cancelled. He is trying to revive his Archmage and Mountain King, but he's pretty much got nothing. He's got a lot of gold, not much lumber. That's pretty much the price that he had to pay for losing so many peasants in the expand. He had to use his reserves on the lumber to replace the guys on the gold. So anyway, this is going to be a pretty solid win for Tho. GG from Yumiko, that is going to be game, and Tho will be going into the finals against Infi once again. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one. There's not going to be a third and fourth place series, so I'm going to go straight into the grand finals when I have time. So yeah, I'll see you guys there.